Hello everyone, welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time here. We're doing a Banished series on the Megamod 0.07. This is episode 7, and when we left off we got our merchant up and running. It seems like the sound is really loud. Let's take down the music volume even more. So we got the merchant up and running, and so far our storage is good. I was playing my main play last week and it's over. Time to start a new game. I got in a starvation loop and I could not get out. I went from 900 souls to 300 and something. It's awful. So we got this completely up and running, fully stocked. We have lumber and reeds. Ooh, I think when we left off, we want to buy this. Let's see. We do not have potatoes, so we want to buy that, and we do not have rice. So yeah, we were letting that build up on gathering. I think all our fishing things are up and running. Now it's just a matter of getting enough fishermen in them. They're overlapping. So we need to put one. We're going to send that one off. Rock melon seed, we're going to send that one off. It's not built up yet. Need 2 farmers. We need 1 L winch. No, let's put 1 in there. No animals are in the pens at the docks. Six laborers, so that's doing good. That's chickens, sheep, go ahead and put some storage in houses. And let's put triple story houses. Do green for. So when you put this house down, this is first story, second story, third story. So the first story would go like that, and that would place, but we need to move it over one because the second story goes to the right and the third story goes to the left. So second story, done. Third story, done. So we place it again. So we know that's good, but we go over one. And second story to the right, third story to the left. Move over one. Second story. Third story. And it looks like we can get one more. Over one. Second story. Third story. Perfect. If we put whoopsie. If we put this one where we can see it, go ahead and put a road. So that would be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 houses. That's pretty good. So now over here, if we continue, we have our villages and then we have farmland. So now we want to put a road. I want to do blocks since we're getting down to 800, so I need to be careful. There we go. Put a road, and now we'll start our food again, and we want to keep it like that, so that the circle has a place for the hunting to occur. And there is the gatherer's hut, and then let's see, let's put that up there so we can get back. We don't need that anymore. Let's pop over here and see what we got going on. Chili seeds and orange seeds. We're okay. Let's see. So we want 1, 2, so we need 6,000. So if we put 250, that's 1,000. Then we could go 5,000 here, and we have enough money to get those seeds. And then we can go bye-bye. And the nice thing about, even though there's a mountain range, we can plant crops all the way to where we're kind of up on the mountain range. So let us go ahead and plant some crops. That road doesn't go all the way. There we go. And I can. And I can. And I can. Side. Can't see the road. It's there though. I put it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do orchards. Let's get them to clean that up so we can see what's going on there. We got 7 laborers. Rather than do the field rather than the barn and stuff. You know, they still haven't picked this up. That's how you end up in the spring, them not planting, and then you have a year of no food. But if we wouldn't tell them to pick it up and leave it there like that, we wouldn't have harvested it at all. Because winter comes early and it takes it out. And I think, let's see, we have rye, so I don't believe, now that we have a grain, we can start putting in a field. So let's go ahead right here and put a crop field. And then right here under food, now this is primary food, so this is the basics. This one moves into like tier 2 when you can do more. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a windmill. And I always do the old windmill because it'll make flour from all, and I just know that from experience, it'll make flour from all the different grains. So let's put the old windmill in, and then let's put uh-oh, it won't fit. Won't fit. That'll fit. And we'll put 1 bakery, 2 bakery, 3 bakery. And then we'll continue that road. This is bringing in terms, doing pretty good. He's still getting 600 venison. It's more than he got the season before. So I think we'll leave it at that and not interfere in his ability to hunt, but he's still doing pretty good. Winter's been going. What are we on? No, we're right where we want to be. 5 is a good number. Okay, so we've got 8 people. Let's go ahead and put Taylor in. And we have sheep, so let's make warm coats. Let's get 170 people, so let's up that to 350. And then that's highlighted, so that's the herbalist. Let's get her in. And this is leghorns. I think I want to use that to fill the regular ones when they get in, the little teeny ones. Field. Let's put those new potatoes in. Didn't we just buy potatoes? I could have sworn we did. Carrots it is. And then 35 and 35 were good. Let's go ahead and make this sheep and split it, get more wool production going. So we need birds here. We can do the next. We're going to go this way and that way, all the way down, and do another line of villages. So let's put, well, is this one completely built? Let me know down in the comments if you're still having trouble hearing me. I got my good mic fixed, so it's not roboting, and so I thought that my newest videos you could hear me. So if you're having trouble hearing me, let me know down in the comments. Look at all that iron ore right there. Let's go ahead. We got butcher tents here. On the other side of it. Let's put a field. 10 by 10. And we're on the edge of the town circle. Let's put a second one so that the windmill, because we're going to put grain again. Let's put that up there so we can make our way back. Let's go to this ship, the boat here. Something happened where we didn't buy our potatoes, but I could have sworn we spent $6,000 and bought potatoes. We don't want those. We don't want any trade animals right now. So we can get our rye in. And it's almost built. So we've got 118 and 3 builders. Let's take that up to 6. And take that up to 2,000. See, there's not that much firewood there. 1,700. So we need to take that up to 3, I think, because the lumber mill that's making the lumber. All right, now we can get some chickens. That should have chickens in there. So let's split it. And that puts us 17 of 16. Look at that. So they get to start harvesting chickens right away. That's why I like to do that. If I put one right in the little town center, it only takes 16 chickens, so at 17 immediately they'll start butchering a chicken. And so that puts chicken into the town. He's already 2. Okay, so everything's built over there, and everything is built over here, and everything is built. Oh, look. See, I'm glad we came over and checked, because we don't have a school. So let's put a school. Right now it's okay, but later, as the population increases, I want to put that someplace else, I guess. Let's put it over here. Even though it's going to meld into the other one, that's okay. We'll put a school. And we need church. Little extra rye. Pick up. 1, 2. Alright, let's look at our inventory. And we should put one of these go under the bullseye. Stuff a hunter. Right there. So we have 485 boar meat. So let's make this boar. What other meat can we've got 757 bear, so we can make 1 bear. And what else? Look at that, 26,000 fish. So we need to get a different way to produce fish that, look at that, 160 goose. We have 1270 dried fish, so we need to find a way to make some kind of fish soup or something. And over here, have we built? We haven't built the higher industrial area, which we're getting to the point that we could start considering it. And something that I want to consider, I want to get these things are red, and so I want to get the vicious production ones. So that is basic production, but the thing that I want to put down is under this one, because it's second tier production, which is a forge, and it has a really big red zone. So I'm going to put one down and another one on the other side. Let's go see what they have for us. Wine, coal, hemp, 100 steel tools. We've got quite a bit in there, so why don't we go ahead and get those. There's really nothing else that we want. And then let's go back over here. So we have advanced production down. Now what I want to do is, a mine, which will be under the basic mining. This is basic forestry and everything to do with forestry. And this is basic mining and everything to do with mining. And right here in the beginning is a regular mine. Then there's a copper mine and a tin mine. I'm going to put, whoopsie, I accidentally put it. I'm going to put a tin mine because under advanced food production, whoopsie, that's the wrong one, it's this one. Under advanced food production, that's an iron ore, that's tin mine. I'm not going to do the copper one yet, but I am going to do a jade quarry on this side. It has a small circle. And then I'm going to do I can really do it in town, but I'm going to do it over here because what our circles are. Look at that. That jade quarry does not have a red circle like the tin mine does. We could actually move that over by, let's do that. Let's move that over by the trader, because then it would be quicker to get it to the trader. So since it doesn't have I call it the poison circle, so let's go there, which is resource production, basic resource production. Then we're going to go to the mining, and we're going to put a little jade quarry. It fits. Oh look, it does have a red circle. I wonder why it didn't have a red circle over there. But I swanny. So back over here it goes. Because what we can do is get a statue carver, which I'm going to put right here. Now a statue carver this is like second tier or third tier production. So when you get fancy in your tailors and fancy in your other items, like a cooper, and I want a statue carver. And then when he makes jade statues, they sell for $250, whatever the money is in this in this little nomadic world of banished folks looking for a new home. So looky here, we have this open. Let's put some leghorns. Let's put a worker. And then let's split them over. 13 of 13. That's smaller. That should be 16. So something happened there, but that's alright. It still will get food going into that. There's another one done. Look there. And another one. Isn't that wonderful? Let's see if we can get leghorns into all of those. 16 of 16. 7 and 16. And there should be one more. -16. And we're going to go ahead and leave that at 7. It'll work its way up. And we still have 2466. Alrighty. So what we're doing is laying down the ability to move into advanced production. Now we already said we wanted a little more dried beef. So I don't think these were done. We want to do dried fish, and we want to do dried fish. Let's see how much beef we have. 24,000. Let's go ahead and leave one beef. But we need to put more. I think we had discovered they won't fit here, but I think they might fit here. And this is going to be advanced food production. So we go to food, and we go to second tier, and we go to a drying shack. Let's do one more of those. Now we can't make fish yet, but let's look at our bone meal. And that comes from the butcher shop. We have 1,200 bone meal. So, no. Is it bone meal? Let's see if it tells us on the... Yeah. Provide bone meal as a fertilizer and grow tropical foods. So let's put 2 of these. 1. 2. And on this side, we will put where is that? Takes firewood. That's the only reason I don't want to do that. Can't do the preservist yet. I think the old sultry doesn't take any auxiliary things. So let's put one of those, and we can always pause it if it does. Now let's see if we can go to advanced production here and see if a Cooper will fit here. No, I was hoping that they would, but they don't. So let's put them behind the sulteries. I mean the salted, the dried fish. And what we need those for when we start making preserves, we need casks and barrels. So let's put those in, which would be advanced here. And we'll put 3 Coopers, which would be barrels, casks, and the other one. Whoopsie, that's gone. I was going to click over to the boat. Let's see what we have. See, look at that roast goose. If we get a crazy amount going, costs 4 per. Wild honey. Beef cuts are 2. Filled mushroom seeds. Sweet potato seeds. Too bad that's not right. We could buy it and then I'm going to do bamboo seeds, and I'm going to do What was the other seed? Field mushroom seeds. I'm going to do sweet potato because I think we can afford it. So the total is 5,050. 55. Whoopsie. Yeah. 5500. 5,500. We have it, and we get 2 more seeds. We get sweet potato, and we get bamboo. Now the reason I want bamboo, oh see, I probably did that. I hit dismiss, and we didn't buy it rather than trade. It always bothers me when I don't know why something didn't occur. Now I know. I'm positive on that. I actually see myself doing it. Okay. I'm pre-planning extra production now. We decided we're going to do rye right here. Later when we get wheat, we can switch it to wheat. Rye. 1, 2. And that should be enough farmers. 40, 40. 1, 2, 3. 1, 6. 2, 3, 4. 6 of 12. So we'll put 1 more there for now. Spinach seeds and peach seeds. We're going to go ahead. The blacksmith is missing 4. Got a good base down. Almost have 200 people. Chickens and sheep. I don't believe do we have chickens? No, we have leghorns. No, we do not. We have sheep. And we just doubled our sheep. Let's get these chickens. So we need 4,800. Oh. So 150 give us 1,500. And then 250 lumber. 1,900. We don't raid any one of the items completely. Trade. Yes, let's put the chickens here for now. And let's put a worker in. Uh-oh. Why are we not having enough workers for... Yeah, we do. Oh, it must be on work. Yeah, it was on work. There we go. 15 of 15. Yes, 14 of 14 herdsmen. We have 4 workers. Let's add another dog worker. I don't know what. Oh, somebody died of old age. Alright, so we have our 3. We'll do barrel cask and... can't remember what the other one is. There's a barrel, a cask, and a something. See how our advanced stuff is going. So what I'm going to do because we are, like here, like more than likely, well, one of these is iron. See how there's two different looking ones? One is iron and one is iron ore. Iron is already ready to use, but iron ore has to be processed. So that's why I'm putting down 2 forges. One to process the iron and one to process the tin. Because once that tin production comes in, under food production, right here, and we'll do meat. We're going to put 2 meat canneries. And we're going to do fish soup. Or canned fish. Like sardines or whatever. Because I closed my thing. If you look, we have a crazy amount of fish. We have 30,000 fish. So you want to take it, like I said, you always want to take it from its base. We have 30,000 fish, so we're doing dried fish, which we're getting quite a bit of dried fish. We're at 1,500. So we want, look at the duck meat. We need to get a duck butcher going. And then see the dried meat where we were drying the beef. But we have a lot of beef too. We have 27,000 beef. Look, we have 16,000 apples. So you want to take those and get them to another level. 1,300 bear. So when these butchers come online, they need to be, and they have. Let's get a bear, and let's get, what did I say? Duck. Duck. So we have bear, duck, and boar. That's 2 more butchers. We got 3 more. I think this normal one came on. This is the sheep butcher. That'll be mutton. Oh, there's already one there. So now I've got too many butchers. Paper. Butcher. 6 of 7. No, we need 1 more. We have fields. Oh, it's summer. Let's go ahead and put it on, but not put a worker. Cabbage. And sweet potato. Pick up. Why'd we lose 2 butchers? Oh look, I shut the silly. Seven of 9. Where are those all at? Let's see. Here, butcher. Alright, we know that. Oh, it was these other ones opened up. The deer, bison, and sheep, and cow. We don't have enough workers unless we take a builder off, and we are down to 88 things, so let's do that and get that meat production in, because it's important. See what they have. Tinware, bone meal. God, 1 coat, 50. We're okay on coats, so we're going to let that go. We'll just tell him bye-bye. So when these open, we're going to lose blacksmiths and miners. They'll automatically leave here and go there. So the hope is our population will be, but see, we're being real careful. Look, we're 100% educated and Almost, it was 100%, but it dropped down. Wet my whistle. So what is, again, 2,000 stored fuel. I don't see 2,000 wood. I'm sorry. Look at there. There's no fuel there. So where is this 2,000 stored fuel? These do tools. No, clothing and tools. Let's look in these houses. Wow, they got a lot of food, don't they? They are living well. 55 firewood. 72 firewood. 92 firewood. See, they don't have as much food. What makes this house have so much more food? So that fishing thing is done. I'll get at least one fisherman in there. Coming at 10 minutes on the hour. I think we're doing pretty good. Slow and steady. We're not growing too fast, and we're not watermelon seeds. Look at that, 999 reeds. So we are going to buy the watermelon seeds, and we're going to put 3,500. Whoopsie, I forgot my 3. 3,500, 3,500. I hit trade and not dismiss like I did on the potatoes. So they do, your townsfolk do well when their diet is balanced. There's a greenhouse that's getting built up. 4 builders. So that's over there so we can get there. Horses. We do not have horses yet. We might be able to do it. Let's see. 8 horses is 6,400. So let's do 500 lumber. Let's do all of the fur. That sells for 20 each. That's 1,000. I'm trying not to hit the stone. Let's do the 150 leather. How much leather do we have? 1,900. Yeah, we'll do that. Whoops, I closed that. So we'll do the 150 leather. We'll do 500 lumber. All of the fur. We need 4,500. Let's take the lumber up a little bit to 600. Oh, we're overpaying. My goodness. Let's take the lumber off and see what that says. Oh no. Okay, brilliant. Oh, we want 8. So we need 3,900. So we'll go ahead and put the lumber back in. I'm trying not to use all of everything so they have an opportunity to build it back up. So we need 1,900. I've been having trouble seeing. It's because I have my cheaters on. And I crochet during pauses during the day when I'm not doing anything like I'm doing now. And I sometimes forget to take them off. All right, there's our 6400, and we didn't raid any one entirely. Now we need a pasture for horses. We should be able to get a pasture right here, because fields are 10 by 10, so that's equal to the width of a pasture. So trying to see that road, follow it all the way down and over one. 1922. So I want to go that way. And we want to put that in the back. So let's see, there, and there, put it in the back. There we go. We'll get another pasture there. And we can put the horses there. And they should be okay waiting on the dogs while we get that built. 11 o'clock. I film after my husband goes to bed. They're rebuilding the parking lot at his work, so he's been working from home while that's being rebuilt. Looking good. We are just at an hour, and we started our second tier of advanced production for, well, they call it resource production, for advanced resource production. We only have one worker. Let's get them getting that wood. We started a second layer of food production because we got rye seeds. So we're layering food production to always be using the surplus. And it's good. Onions are building up, which is good, because when we get into another layer of the second tier advanced food production and we make soup, it takes chicken, carrots, potatoes, onions. I've always been sad they don't have celery. Why not the full mirepoix, right? So that is good. So we're layering in slowly everything we need to take advantage of all this surplus. Like, look at that, 9,800 peaches. So we need to find something to do with those peaches. Now, once we get Frisian cows, we can start up our dairy production. At this point in time, you know, until we get them, there's no sense in starting up a dairy because it takes milk to make yogurt. But I believe you can make peach yogurt, blueberry yogurt. So, you know, each one of those is going to take a dairy processing. So we'll get that going when we get Frisian cows, but we haven't got them yet. So I think we did good. We're keeping, you know, we got plenty of stone coming in from these two quarries. Eventually we're going to want to put in the great big quarry, and I think we'll put it over here. We could probably lay that down now so that I don't forget about it next time. And a quarry is going to be under basic mining. This is like second tier of mining. So under basic mining, there's this large quarry. And I always tuck it up against the mountain. like that. But we're going to pause it because we don't want, and it'll be there, and because it's down and paused, it'll be in our eyesight rather than our brain. Because I don't trust my brain. 2 workers. Nope, won't go, but we'll go ahead and slam them in there. Alright. I think we're going to call it here. We're exactly at an hour in a couple seconds. Good layering. We need to remember those horses need a home. Filled onion seeds and rock melon seeds. We'll leave that open so it'll be there next time. But we'll go ahead and save. And we'll exit out. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.